Well, a unique case of internet privacy that one expert is calling, quote, a worst-case scenario. A Massachusetts man jailed for sending his ex-girlfriend an email invite to join Google+. The catch is that the ex-girlfriend had a restraining order against him. Thomas Gannon contends he didn't send it, Google sent it, and without his knowledge or consent. When his ex received the invitation, she went to the police and had him arrested for violating the restraining order by email. Let's bring in our legal panel, Fred Teesey, former federal prosecutor, and Arthur Aidala, criminal defense attorney and Fox News legal analyst. Let me guess, you both think he shouldn't be arrested. Is that true, Arthur?
Both think he should be arrested?
He should not. He definitely should not be arrested. Listen to me. If you're going to take the risk of going to jail and sending your ex-fiancé an email, is it going to be join Google? Or is it going to be like, I still love you, my heart bleeds for you, I think of you every night? Or do I want to hurt you?
Why?
Are you speaking from experience, or what? Is that, where are you drawing from?
Look, why can't we get back together? I'll change. Is it me? Tell me what it is. I'll do it.
No, I'll change, Fred. I'll change.
I'm cold hanging out here hiding in the bushes behind your house. All right?
So both
That's a violation.
So both of you think that this is Google's fault? I mean, Fred, this is Google's fault. This still landed him in jail?
Well, it's interesting that it landed him in jail, and I'm sure the order said no emails. The question is whether or not he intended for Google to send this invitation out. If it was completely inadvertent, then it's not a violation. And why the police didn't look into this is a very simple solution, very simple problem to solve. Look at the guy's hard drive, look at his computer, all the answers will be right there, and then make a decision as to whether to arrest him or not.
And that's the problem, Jenna, that's the problem that I have, and I actually blame the judge, or whomever incarcerated this man before the investigation was done. We've become a society that it's so about covering your own butt. So what the judge is concerned is if the judge lets him out and for some crazy circumstances arise where he harms the woman, his ex-fiancée, now the judge's butt is on the line.
Well, what is the judge supposed to do, Arthur,
The judge is supposed...
I mean, if playing devil's advocate, maybe this has been a pattern of behavior, that maybe cyber stalking is something that he's done.
We don't know that. We don't know what's going on here. You know, apparently this guy proposed on a Friday, according to his lawyer, and asked her to marry him. And by Saturday, she broke it off. And Tuesday, she gets a restraining order. Now, I don't know if she had to get a restraining order because the guy was trying to get his ring back, and she just didn't want to give it back to him. We don't know any of the history that's gone on here before, whether there's been any evidence of violence. I mean, these protection from abuse things can be very, very serious, or sometimes they can be very, very
Jenna,
abused.
Here's my point. If the email was threatening in any way, shape, or form, if the email that was sent in violation was threatening in any way, shape, or form, now I can understand a judge incarcerating someone. But it's join Google.
Well,
I mean, it screams of like some sort of a scam.
It doesn't even have to be a direct threat. I mean, it could be something as inane as, I hope your daughter's not too attached to her pet rabbit. I mean, it could be anything like that, but we have no evidence of that.
Well, so let me just ask you a scenario, Arthur. Let's just say, he said this is, completely unintentional. It did come from his account, but Google did it. In a regular situation, if someone has a restraining order against you and you accidentally, let's say, bump into them and they go to the police, how is it judged for you as the person that has the restraining order between arresting you or letting you go? Because I'm trying to think of what's comparable so we can figure out how to update the law.
It's fact specific. So if you said I was in the supermarket, and when I was in the produce aisle, I saw the person who I had the restraining order against, and I just packed up my stuff and left, or I just checked out and left, that's one thing. If you're at somebody's birthday party who you know that the other person is going to be there, that's a different story. So it's fact specific. It's all about intent, Jenna. It's all about intent. Did I intend to be with this person, or did I not, or was it an accident? And it's up to a judge to find the facts.
But that also comes to the bigger point, Fred, I guess, is that technology moving quicker than some of our laws out there, and obviously law enforcement erring on the side of caution here. We don't know the past history, so we don't know how scared maybe this woman is, or what is the past precedent for this.
We don't.
We'll leave that alone. So, but how do you, I mean, what do we do then to suggest, well, if something comes from my email account and Arthur said don't bother him, but it's happening automatically, what do we do to protect everybody involved?
Well, we use a little bit of common sense and we approach things reasonably, like has worked in the past for decades. This is almost like a perfect storm. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. We have all this technology which is exploding, erupting around us. We have all this stuff that's going on. The privacy things are kind of basically going out the window. And people, law enforcement, are engaged in this kind of knee-jerk reaction because they're scared to death that something's going to go wrong, and then ultimately they're going to be held responsible. Nobody was paying attention here. Everybody just kind of acted wrongly or acted without thinking it through, and this is what happens. I mean, there's just got to be.
That's the thing, Fred. There was no. They put the cart before the horse. Yeah, that's what bothers me.
Correct.
They put him in jail, and the hearing to determine how the email came about is February 6th. So he's supposed to sit in jail.
With no evidence of a threat.
This whole time.
Well,
I'll
be interested to talk to the ex-girlfriend about some of the variables of this case, as I would be interested to talk to any of your ex-girlfriends as well, just for more context as we move forward.
No order of protections against me.
But they all have a restraining
I'm clean.
order.
No restraining orders against me, TC, except from you. That's why you're in Philadelphia today.
That's right. I don't know.
You don't want to call mine up. That will not go well for me.
Fred, Arthur, I guess we'll leave the conversation there for the day.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much. Happy weekend,
Enjoy
guys.
your weekend. Thanks.